Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show on this September the 21st, Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad to have you guys here now. We're going to talk about two subjects. One is a buying opportunity in Bitcoin. And the second subject is the volcano that I just talked about on the other show. Right? So, first we're going to talk about the volcano. Did a show on the volcano on here the other day. And some of my viewers out there said, Glenn, they were like, Glenn, why are you talking about La Palma, the volcano? It's only a small volcano. It can't affect us over here. Yellowstone's way bigger, and the reason why they were saying that is they don't realize the potential it has to create a tsunami. Now, I'll tell you about this. I didn't do any show. I did the show when I heard that the volcano was blowing up, and I knew about this danger, this potential danger for a tsunami or tidal wave that would affect the whole east coast of the United States. Florida would take the worst impact. I knew about that for years. I've known about that for like 20 years. So when I heard La Palma's blowing its top, I was like all on here and doing a show. But I was in the last few days, I've been listening to the people who really know about these things. I really have a lot of information about it. And what I didn't know was the real danger of the tsunami was before the explosion of the volcano. When the volcano was shaking, the lava was coming up underneath the ground and it was creating pressure. And that pressure hadn't been released yet, almost like a steam valve. When if you don't release the pressure on a steam valve, the boiler will blow. Basically, that's what's happening is all that pressure was building up underneath the ground and shaking the earth. And the experts seemed to think that it would probably take an earthquake in the order of a magnitude of probably about a 5 point on the Richter, or a 6 point on the Richter scale, to shake that voluminous amount of earth on the side of that volcano, which is up like almost 3,000 meters in the air, this earth. And it's a massive amount of earth. It's so big. It's the amount of earth that's being held way up there in the air, like 3,000 meters high. That's like 10,000 feet in the air. It's an enormous volume of earth. Picture a giant stone up 10,000 feet in the air. Okay? And the ocean there at that spot is 13,000 feet deep. So when you combine them, you get over 20,000 feet that earth would move down before it finally reached the bottom of the ocean. And as that earth moves down, it releases energy. And it's a tremendously sized piece of earth that's just being suspended up there on the side of the volcano. Way up there on the volcano. Well, it would probably take about a 6 or 5 or a 6 earthquake to shake that loose so that it would fall down into the ocean and create this enormous wave. A wave would be so high, it would be higher than a 20-story building when it come ashore in Florida, and it would wash inland 12 miles and then wash back out again. You know, millions of people live in cities like Miami, Jacksonville, Florida, West Palm Beach, all the way up that coastline. Savannah would get hit, Savannah, Georgia, Washington, D.C., New York would get hit. All these coastal cities across the eastern seaboard of the United States would get hit from this wave that would be generated, and the wave would wash as much as 12 miles inland. But the danger potential for that to happen is when the volcano's shaking, to shake that big gob of earth loose and have it fall into the ocean, or slide down the side of the mountain into the ocean. They say that it would reach speeds of up to 250 miles an hour before it hits the ocean. And we're talking many cubic kilometers of earth. It's like a monster size. It's something bigger than probably half the size of Manhattan would slide into the ocean there, which would create this giant, and the ocean's 13,000 feet deep. That's what we're looking at here. So we had that potential danger for a number of days there when La Palma was shaking. And I was over here, sitting over here, not saying nothing about it because I didn't know. Then when the thing blew up, then I knew. I was like, hey, thing I seen it in the news, blowing up. And I was all worried and come on and did a show for you guys. But by that time, the volcano is releasing its pressure from beneath the ground. It's not so likely to shake so much anymore to cause an earthquake that would make it happen. So I'm not going to say we're in the clear now. By all means, no, the volcano is still spewing lava all over the place, but it's releasing its pressure. And so what I would think, and logic would lead me to conclude, because the volcano is releasing its pressure now, that we're coming somewhat out of the woods on this, where it's not so much of a danger. And maybe if the volcano becomes dormant, it might not be a danger for potentially for a long time again. So, guys, we missed a bullet. That's what I think. But it's still there. That big gob of earth. You never know. It might be 10 years from now. It might be 20 years from now. It might be 50 years from now. But one of these days, the geologists say that that thing is going to shake loose and it is going to fall into the ocean. And we're going to see an enormous tidal wave that is basically going to wreck the world as we know it because of the amount of energy that's released. So, enough said on the volcano. It's going to happen one day. Let's hope it doesn't happen on our watch. Okay, now about Bitcoin and this buying opportunity. We're going through a little deflationary period right now. It's also a period where they're not raising the debt ceiling. They've withdrawn liquidity from the system through the reverse repo operations. And we have Evergrande over in China disintegrating. The stock market falling. Within the financial system, we got prices declining on a number of asset classes and things. And the dollar's going up. This is going to adversely affect Bitcoin, especially if this gets larger, bigger, which it very probably will. And we could see Bitcoin price drop. Moving into next year, we're going to see them fight this deflation that's coming. The Federal Reserve and stuff. We're going to see inflation return with a vengeance next year. And that's going to be the driver for cryptocurrencies next year. Next year, I think, is going to be an extremely good year for Bitcoin. So basically what's happening is I think you're going to see price declines the rest of this year up till March of next year. You could see price declines, and we could see some pretty cheap Bitcoins. So think about this. Cheap Bitcoins. And then next year, a very good year for Bitcoins, expensive Bitcoins. What does that mean if you buy cheap and sell expensive? It means making money. It means buying opportunity. And so, in the next number of months, you might see some really good buying opportunities of Bitcoin. And I don't really think right now it's really in a buying opportunity. But I think if it gets down below, say, 35,000, could go into the 20s even. And then next year, I'm expecting it to go over 100,000. You're not going to make those kind of gains in any sort of any place else, I don't think, except maybe in precious metals. So there's a buying opportunity, and it's not financial advice. It's just the way I see it, that you're going to see that it's not over. You know, like a lot of money's been made in cryptocurrencies, and people think, oh, it's over. I missed the train, I missed the boat, and all that. No, I don't think it's over for cryptocurrencies. I think we're still going to see people getting rich off of the stuff, you know. Ultimately, where's Bitcoin and the cryptos going? Well, we're moving into a new financial paradigm where financial assets are going to be digitalized. It's the Internet of Money that's coming. And we're still in the early adopter phase of the cryptocurrencies. Thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.